podcast. Enjoy.
Hey people, this is Renee.
Bridget.
Felicia.
And this is episode 69 of Same Book, Three Time Zones. We read the third book of this series because the other ones were so good, we had to come back. Okay. So for the month of June, we read Rugger.
Mm-hmm.
Then Rugger was the sister that was an assassin. So I already knew that was gonna be fun to to read. But oh my goodness, I was at the end of this all mad. Like the third to last chapter, like I know you, girl.
Oh yeah.
I walked away.
Well,
I put it down for a day because I was pissed.
I was like, it's about time.
It's about time what?
Something. I was looking for something instead of all of this lovey-dovey all the time.
Weren't you like it was so
What's
good
wrong
for
with
so
lovey-dovey?
long? You know, you were like
It's
something bad
nothing.
gonna happen.
It's nothing wrong with it. It's just that we're talking about two assassins here. It's not going to be pretty all the time. Give me something else, okay? It's not going to be pretty all the time. So I was waiting on that.
But listen. It's like they were still doing their job. You know, they were still killing
Sloppily.
people. So I feel like
Sloppily.
I knew something bad was gonna happen, but that did not go to my head. Of course, we were with her, like we were in the dark, and it was like that's so mean.
Of course, yeah. Not to that extent, but I was like, something has have to happen to somebody.
To somebody.
I'm okay with good stories.
Right? Like it's okay for people to survive. It's okay.
What's wrong with people being happy?
No, for the other shoe not to drop. And you know what? It really didn't. It's just that this crap. It was good. It was good. It was very like it was just going, you know. So you like just the love and the relationship and you know something that she was so opposed to. Oh my God,
Right?
she only got it when she was getting with somebody before she killed him.
Which was so crazy to me, girl. This the only time you're getting some?
You gotta kill a lot of people to scratch that itch, okay?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay, so we met Rugger on top actually of one of her targets. It was and I know like her big thing in this book was like basically taking out the people who went after her brother and like had him.
Right. And I was at the beginning, I was a little lost because you know when she had that part in there talking about the death of chemistry, the death of my mother, my sister, and the baby girl. I'm like, at first I was like, they dead?
No, those were
Oh God.
No.
I text. Did I call you? I text you.
You text.
And then Brittany wasn't no help because I don't want her to tell me anything. But are they dead or not?
No.
She wouldn't help.
And you add, and I'm like, no, like that was like her mental, like her fears, like the things that she does to protect, you know. So it wasn't.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense for somebody that be killing people to have those type of fears.
Because those are the people you go after, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you do, and she knew that they were. I mean, I know we said in other books too, but like they were seriously like this well-oiled machine, even after all of this, and even after having to live on this island. Like he shall get back often, okay,
Right.
I mean, even with like her sister, when Rugger would, you know, off somebody that was on. So I guess this is how we kind of learned that there was like a what would you call it? Like a list of people that would pop up like with bids or not bids,
in
but like
the database. They had a database. Yeah.
Yes. And like they would like basically accept jobs and stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, her other sister would clean up the mess.
Yep, the clean up woman.
Right?
Uh-huh.
And then it's just like it's funny because then Rather, who's also in the States now, she was the torturer. Can you say that torturer? Like they all
Unfortunately.
had their parts and they always kind of like worked together, meshed together. Then I was like, man, you know, once she met him, it was like, oh, she working with somebody else. You know, it wasn't. It was just how everything kind of happened, and it was so crazy. Like, well, so like how they met. I guess she was going after a target, and she's like a beautiful woman.
She dinged his car.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, at
And
the
then
club.
I think she said she waited.
She
Yeah,
did.
she stood outside the
He,
car with her arms folded, waiting
Mhm,
for him to say something because she knew somebody was in there. But
mhm.
he didn't say anything. He was just watching her and salivating over her and all of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
And then, she went in, came out, and she like met the guy. So I'm thinking like, oh, it's just like she just meet a guy who has this really nice car. And she takes a drive in the car with the guy and he thinks he's finna die and it just becomes a thing and he invites her to his hotel and I'm like, okay, well, but at that point was it clear that he was a target? Or did I miss it?
No, it's
Okay.
never clear.
Okay.
Was he even one? Yeah, she did kill
Yeah,
him.
because dude went up there too
Yeah, he did go up there.
and realized she took his. I guess that's supposed to be his. I don't know. It's funny because it's like I at first, well, not further along. I almost thought like they would like say, "Hey, I'm gonna get this job," so don't nobody else take it. But it seemed like whoever get there first.
Mm-hmm.
But really not though, because it never he knew what she was getting. I mean, you can't because it never was like that before. It never was like two people could get the
Mhm.
same job.
Right, right, right. Oh, he was going after the ones that she. Oh,
He's following her. But how did he do that? Yeah.
because they had the little interaction at the bar, and he was just like, oh my gosh, and she was too, but she was focused. She had a job. She wasn't trying to mess with, like seriously, her heart was cold. She. But then after that, he went found out that she killed the guy, whatever, and he had to get some information. At first, whoever he was talking to was not trying to tell him who that was, but eventually he did, and I guess yeah, that's when it started happening where he would like kind of show up where she was at because I couldn't believe it when she was gonna shoot. She had like she about to shoot this guy and kill him, and this fool that had is sniping, and
But I didn't like the fact that he gave up all the information like that. He know who
that's
they
true.
are. Why
Yeah,
would he do that?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
The name, the
The family.
sister,
Yeah,
all of
yeah.
that. I
He
was like,
did.
something gonna happen.
Um, he asked her out in like the oddest freaking way. And she, went to his place, lights out, dark. She read it. She's like, cause she's like, this, he got to die. Cause I don't, why is he playing with me like this? Why you playing in the dark with somebody who could kill you, who know how? She shoots you and y'all still go at it.
Yeah.
Please,
Yep.
please explain that to me.
I mean, they both killers. So that's
So
I
getting
guess that's
shot don't
foreplay.
mean that.
Foreplay is getting shot.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
It's
The
crazy.
fact that it was such a confusion for her to actually like a person. And how she would talk to her sisters. Cause she didn't want to, but then like, what else was she gonna do? She had to talk to somebody cause it was abnormal for her
Yeah.
to be not in, she wasn't in a relationship at that time, but just to like even have any type of feelings for anybody, want to see anybody, you sleeping with somebody who you ain't killing. He really like came in and just changed her life. Like,
Yeah, he didn't back down at all.
oh, he was up
At
for the
all.
challenge. What?
And she just fell in line. Really. She just fell in line.
What much of a fight?
Right. Just that one shot. But she could have killed him if she wanted to.
Because they ain't know
Mm.
she, they knew she liked it. They ain't know she, got with him. I mean, the book was really like them falling for each other. Um,
Yeah.
but you learn a lot about because we know about her story obviously, so you learn more about him. I know she learned about his mom because at first he was talking about like not having a parent and like knowing that pain, but then he kind of told her like it was his mama, and I think was he before he was 18? I feel like or by the time
What
he
it
turned,
was he was 18? I think was
when
he 18?
the mama died, and
I think he was 18.
she was like killed because of a like a gang situation. You know, it wasn't like they just had no care for her life.
Gang initiation.
Yeah, and like she immediately, because I think they were having like dinner or whatever. Finally had like a real date, but she immediately like, so we can go get them. Like, do you know who they are? Um, yeah. I'm trying to think. Was that the same? Because they were talking about that. I wonder if was that the same date that he like made her a cake. Because I wonder he like they was at a restaurant and all you could think about, like all she kept thinking about is ways that he could kill her, she could kill him, like different things about like the dangers of like trusting another person. You know,
Hmm.
even at a restaurant, you know, you could poison a person, you know, or you could do all this kind of stuff. Oh, I'm at a restaurant. That made me think about the target. I think that she had is this man that was at a restaurant, or he was going after him, but she,
Yeah, it was her person, but he was there too, and he made her sit down at the table with him.
yeah, because
Yeah.
I think he was gonna do it, but she wasn't. It was her that did it, right? Like it was.
No, he poisoned him, and he was choking or whatever, and
Oh, and
before
then
he could die, she
okay.
shot him.
Okay, 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 okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, it was funny. It's not funny, people died, but that was funny. Like I said, it's, you
It's
know,
crazy.
because when she went in talking about we doing the Lord's work, I was like, girl, now reel that in. I know, but they are killing bad people. They are killing bad
Yeah.
people. Yeah. But like, when she said that, I felt like, dang, I feel like that was like one of those foreshadowing. Like when she said that, it's like,
Hmm.
you gonna eat them words. I don't know. He was just awful, but we learned that he didn't have his mom, right? But he kind of didn't have his daddy either because once he went into this lifestyle of, you know, killing people to keep his father safe, he did not have like contact with him.
Since he said since he got dropped off at college, that was the last time he saw him.
Crazy. He's like, what, 34?
Yeah.
Crazy. And he was a good dad. He loved him. Um, that's a sacrifice, man. I don't know if I could do that job. If I had like a good father, I would have to do
Hmm.
something else. But okay, so he was an assassin, but he was also like a computer whiz. And it was funny
Yeah.
because one of the sisters is also one. And she was like trying to go into like the database to kind of erase all of the information that was the cops or whatever FBI had on their family and went in and it wasn't in there.
He had already did it.
Girl.
Hmm.
I was like, okay, wait a minute. He can be a good addition. You know, especially he kind of does it better than the sister, you know, because it took her a little bit to get in there. And he was like, this ain't that.
I'm going down.
I'm just thinking about how he trusted her enough to introduce his dad, and
Mm,
that was that
Oh,
that was
that part.
most
mm-hmm.
parts.
Right.
And like the fact that you can't see him yourself, but you send your girl like after, yeah, like trusting her and like falling and they have a conversation. They actually sit at dinner and talk. Like,
And
Yes.
I'm
he
like,
didn't tell neither one of them who they was gonna meet.
no,
Well,
no.
Mm.
no, he did tell his daddy though, right? He told her name.
Oh, maybe so. Maybe so. Cause
He
yeah,
didn't know
she told,
nothing.
she told the real name, girl. She was like, "Oh, I don't know why I'm saying this, but my whole name is girl,
And, oh my gosh, what are you
girl."
doing?
Mm.
Yeah, but I still trusted the daddy, so I don't know. But it was funny because on that ride there, he was like, Psalms was telling her, or Sonny was telling her that she need to get in the car because it's gonna take you somewhere. And she's like pulling her gun out, like, what you mean somebody gonna take me? And she threatened her man like, do you
Hmm.
love your wife? I'm like, she funny. And
Mm,
they both was scared, but he wasn't like that. Like he just knew.
right. And like that should be hard as it was for her. It should be hard because both of them, they've been trained their whole life practically not to trust anyone, not to give their heart to anyone. Is they got to focus, just focus on the job, focus on the kill.
Mhm.
And then all of a sudden he come along and he just want to throw all that away.
Yup. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
And he was just because, oh yeah, she didn't like being because he would have like a tape recorder. I mean, like a video recorder.
Yeah.
And she didn't like, being on camera, it's protecting her identity. It's almost like, and then of course, chemistry was always in her head because all the things that he taught her. And it's like,
Right.
he's having to remind her because like, dude, you're kind of going against everything for this guy. Um,
Yep.
and he was just saying like, it's just not fair. Like that for us to live a life and not have any type of proof that we ever existed.
Hmm.
He wanted the normalcy. I feel like he was just over not being able to love and not being able to live and not, they in love, right? They in love. This fool drugged him to the eye.
I had to go back a few times because I'm like, what? Who drugged you? Where you went? Where
Right?
were you?
Yeah. Cause she's like, you were drugged. I'm like, by who? What? Cause it kind of went from one scene to another. I'm like, how, when, where? And she did it. He's like, man, you can
Yeah.
trust me. She was very not so open to breaking all these rules like he was.
But she was breaking them. When did she? They ain't even wear protection. Oh my gosh. You kissing them in the mouth. Oh my gosh.
But she
Girl.
but she
She just
had birth control
she, she just so what? She just
and
lost all
PCOS.
control. I was like, Rugger, girl, you just putting yourself out there. Oh my gosh, I was scared for her.
And now her name Rugger because he wanted to call her Ruger after the freaking gun. Her mom was like, no. Um, yes, she was
Mm.
being careless, but I just feel like he was being more careless. He was like
Yeah.
the good bad influence, the bad good influence, however you want to say it, because she needed that. She needed that type of love. It's like you never know until like it happens. And it was so funny when she called her mom.
Oh yeah.
She was like, "Oh my God, like I've been waiting for this for you. Like I never thought you was gonna get here because you need this type of feeling in your life." And yeah, when her mama said that, I was like, "Well, shoot, let it be it."
Mm.
They get all their advice and follow the stuff of their mama too, and like she was okay with it. She was okay with it. So I was like, okay, well, I'm okay with it too. Cause she ain't worried. She ain't asked.
No, none of them did.
They did. They didn't. They didn't. I wonder why.
I guess they knew her, they how old is she? Like 30 something? All these years she's been so straightforward. I mean, if somebody walk across your path, I guess they was hoping for it for her for
Yeah.
all these years. And so when it finally happened, they know I guess only love would make her act the way she act.
Yeah. That would probably be the only thing to break that ice or break that off of her. So yeah, I get that. He was doing a lot because they like went on vacation. They like went on no contact, don't call, don't days where they usually supposed to always be available. And he was like, "Nah, we gon' nobody can reach out to us. We gonna be together." And he was doing all the things that, man. The reason I'm saying that and I'm feeling like that is because these are all the things that made his people do what they did. You know, putting his name in the daggone database for somebody to take him out.
You just breaking all the rules.
He really was, and I'm like, I didn't really think of it as if something like that. It would be something to go to that extent because I feel like they were still doing their job. But
See,
yeah, like he broke all the rules, and I was okay with it. But I didn't think people were watching or paying attention to that extent because they were still getting their jobs done. And then he would like whatever he took that she had signed, whatever he ended up putting the money in the account because she found that out on their first official date. It was like $750,000 in an account that he had open for her from the kills.
oh yeah.
I was like, oh,
Mhm.
okay. He good. He did the work and he gave you money for it. He
You
found
better.
love. I know after taking him like that, that was so wrong. I really thought it was going to be like a type of thing where they're like going back and forth, you know.
Okay.
But they ended up together pretty early. I don't like this part. So
What part?
when they kept
Huh?
going to do separate jobs, like he'll be like, I'm gonna be going for this amount of time because I have this job, but she'll say the same thing. So like to me, it was working. Okay, I thought everything was fine, and then he would go for a job and then she'd show up. Because I remember that one day he left and he was gonna be gone for a week, and this heifer showed up, to
And
get
I
her
was like,
some.
what's going on? What's
So
going on?
yeah, this was she was they was messed. Okay, I see it now though. I do.
Yeah, you see it now?
I do. I
You
do.
didn't see it before.
I did it. Not like to the point where they gotta put a hit out on this. Like whatever. Because
They
I was so mad.
celebrating their kills,
They
having sex
did.
on the scene.
They
I was enjoy. I
did.
know that they were doing what they were doing was wrong, and it was probably gonna
And
catch
she
up.
was excited
But I
about
was enjoying it with them.
Like right, but I didn't really think nobody knew. I thought, how they gonna see us
it.
screwing
No.
in the next room after we kill people? How they know that? Who watching us like that?
If they got an assignment to kill somebody, they watching to make sure they did it.
They
They
know
know
when
they
they
being
see the
watched.
person dead. When a person is
Mm-mm.
dead, they know. But
They
don't watch
watching all
me.
of that.
That man,
Just careless.
they were. I'm sorry. Yeah, it do be like that. It just make you do
And there you
stupid
go.
stuff. Um,
It's just not clicking in that brain of hers.
I didn't.
Yeah, we talking it out. We were like, yeah,
I
they.
know, but they
I'm
did.
with you too.
And like Felicia said it, but I was just enjoying the moment with them. I wasn't really
Yeah,
thinking about the consequences.
yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, y'all just crazy.
I guess I would have been pregnant too. I mean, because I would, yeah. Oh well. So they went home. He met the daddy grave. He met the family. And when they got back, they kind of had some time together. Then they was doing their jobs, and this one where she was gonna be gone, and she had to hit these. It was like 3, 4 people. I feel like it was like 4 dudes, and it was because like almost I guess sex trafficking in a way for women who was coming in the country, and then they came to and they had their prostitutes, not by choice, so they was getting rid of these guys, and that was
Was
her.
it good?
They both like sniping, about to snipe, and she saw him. He saw her, and she called him like, "Don't not these mine." Um, and then he put the paper like they killed people. It's fine, they killed people. Um, but he put the paper up.
When I saw that he was putting a paper, I was saying, boy, y'all can be seen.
I
A big
know, I know.
with letters that somebody can read. Can read. I
Oh
was like, and then that's
no!
when the next few lines, damn, pew. That's what it said in the book. Pew.
And so I thought maybe the people, but it's like they killed everybody. It was like maybe they missed somebody that they was supposed to be there or whatever, and they got him. Or I thought somebody was probably like behind. Like I didn't know what, but I didn't know what it was. Okay, but either way, he shot. He gurgling. He finna bleed out. She goes over there. Like she literally like packs up her stuff and she goes over to where he is to try to help him. He bleeded out. He was like, just let it go. I mean, he did. And she had to like leave him there.
Because
That's
how you
Um,
think you gonna pull him by his hands, girl?
like, make it make sense. Make
His
it.
big old fine self. How you gonna do that?
Oh, and then she had their equipment too. And it's like, what you think you finna do though? Like, you ain't got no car. You driving a motorcycle. Where you finna
A
go?
motorcycle.
But yeah, she did it. And yeah, he was bleeding out and she had no pulse. And I'm like, I know you mother freaking lying. I put my phone down. I mean, whatever. Yeah, I walked away because no, there's no way. So I'm like, okay, then he just gonna pop up like the next chapter.
And
No,
he just kept reading, and he still dead,
he's
and it
still
just made me so mad. Like, why? Like,
right.
yeah,
You like, why would you write this?
yeah.
Have
That's
us fall for this guy. The one person who needs it the most.
I
And
know she's not gonna be nobody else. Like,
hey,
uh,
like this not gonna happen again.
yep,
It's
yep.
like it's like I was looking for something to happen, like I was saying at first, because it was just too good. It was too smooth for them.
Mm,
And the more and more you read, to me, the more careless they got. Even though we know the ending, still
they did.
they was careless. And I'm like, well, dog, they doing all this, getting away with it. Man, they just gonna just keep on going, huh?
Yeah, they
No,
were. They would have. They would have.
no.
Girl,
But
not
I didn't want him to get shot. I just
right.
wanted something to happen.
But yeah, something happened. Um, but yeah, he got dead, and she was like not believing it because it was funny because like that morning before she went out for the thing, she was saying that she felt sick. I'm like, girl, I know you're not pregnant. But she was like, she take her birth control. She was just probably like, it's probably just nerves and stuff. And I'm like, I kind of believed her, but I didn't. But then after she was like, she
I
took
knew. I
doses,
knew when she said that. Mm-mm. Of course, y'all just been doing it.
doing it with.
Yeah,
I think,
yep.
but yeah,
I did not think she was gonna keep the baby.
I didn't, girl.
Me
And so
neither.
again, we just think book magic. When she was at the clinic, and a man walked in, and I was like, wait, he not dead. He not dead.
No,
And it
I
was
didn't
her
think it was
brother.
him.
And it was her brother. And he was like, I can't let you go through with this. And I'm like, she really told him. Like, why would I do this? Like, I know how it feels not to have a dad. Why would I bring this kid in the world and he ain't gonna have the daddy? I'm gonna have to like teach him bits and pieces about him over his life. I don't want to do that.
And plus, she a killer, so it's like
Got to.
that's adding somebody else to be fearful of somebody killing.
That's too. That too. Because like honestly, for everybody to be happy, the whole family got to retire because it ain't like you gonna replace somebody in the organization. Like, yeah, for that type of piece, y'all got the money. Just let it go. Give it to
So
somebody
y'all,
else.
oh yeah, y'all done made enough money through these years to take y'all
For
to
real.
the end.
Like you work hard for stuff like this for early retirement anyway. Just go ahead. That's what it's for. Um, but no. So we came into the chapter after that thinking, okay, but she done got rid of the baby. The dude dead. She had to like tell the daddy, which was awful. Um,
Awful. Like, girl, you don't have no tag. How you gonna walk in this man's house and say he gone? Okay, I just wanted to tell you that.
and then I'm
Bye.
gone. And then go.
I thought at least they would talk like they talked before.
Right.
Reminisce, do something.
Yeah, that was
Dog, rugged. That was the rugged part coming out,
right. That was
coming back.
her. She was like, "Oh, well, my love of my life, my soft place is gone now because he gone." I mean, well, I can't be mad at her for it. I mean, but yeah. So then we keep on going, and she's sitting outside. She just all basking in the sun. So we just, baby did. He did like she done grieved. It's been 6 months. She's going through all this, and she hears his voice and she's just like, man, no one tells you about this part of grief, right? Because like I can feel his presence and I'm like, oh, my this whole thing. Because I'm really thinking like all of us, all of this was in her head. But when he was like, no, baby, like I'm here, and she
I'm like,
sees
ain't no
him,
way.
same thing. I'm still not believing. I'm like, oh, that's so sad. She's seeing like she's having a hallucination.
No doggone way.
No way, this Negro is 6 months.
It started with them doggone black slippers that was under that bed. When they showed when they had that part, I was like, I know not. I
I thought he
know
just left
not.
him there. Like I didn't that didn't even cross my mind. I thought he just left him there, and it was just like, oh, I, not him. She's like he was frail. He had the scar. He was like weak looking, but that was like it was him. And he was explaining kind of like where he was mentally, like he just woke up, like it was da, da, da. And then she didn't say it, but it clicked to her that her brother lied to her.
That girl, Rucker don't be holding back. You hear me? You hear me? In Egypt, girl, you know better than to get in between some siblings, honey.
But you got a gun in my man though.
But that's my brother. Back up. And it took chemistry to tell her. That's my sister. If something happened to her, we would never be the same.
Listen. Don't you not about to shoot my husband. I don't care who you is to him.
I mean, I wouldn't have killed you, but I would have shot your hand or something. Don't point no gun. First of all, you shot over our heads. Okay, I'm right here too, nigga, and I'm pregnant, and you gonna shoot,
Exactly.
girl? Please, I would have pulled my gun too. She wasn't wrong for that, you
But
know.
it wasn't like he wasn't expecting that to happen because he know Rugger.
What did he tell her to expect it to? Because apparently not.
I'm gonna need you to go on in the house and we gonna work this out here after I get shot 2
Right?
times.
He just stood there and took it. Like, I ain't think, like, you gonna shoot her twice. Like, okay.
He
She wanted to
said,
shoot him again. She wanted to do it again. It's like, oh,
I'm not surprised though with Rogue. I'm not surprised. But
girl.
yeah.
But yeah, so she shot her brother after realizing that, okay, because I did forget about that part. Before, like when she was going through her grieving process and stuff, and she had asked him, like,
Oh,
about the body, like, what did y'all, because I want to bury him next to my daddy. And he was like, you don't want to know the answer to that. And she was like, no, like, did y'all find his, get his body? And this Negro said pieces of it.
they're pieces. Dang.
So there's like, cause like, then just like, that's, I mean, ain't like he gonna come back from the dead, but it's just still like, well, that's just it. He done been chopped up.
Girl.
And so that means she going after somebody finna die. A lot of somebodies is finna die.
Oh, what had happened was when he was telling her what happened, he was talking about it really wasn't supposed to happen that way. She was like, what? What you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
It was the perfect shot. Perfect plan. I was like, and the perfect person to execute it. I was like, what are you saying?
Right.
What? And no, it couldn't be. Who could it be? You? It was you? You killed him? No, you shot him. Oh my gosh. What, only 3 people could make that shot? Them 3, of course.
Right.
And then gonna try to blame her. He almost died because of you. Cause you
It's
done
true
ran
though.
over there.
It's
He
true
was
though.
like, though.
It's true though, because she wasn't supposed to go over there. And she heard the people coming.
Why would she leave her man like that? Why? Y'all should have got the body if that's the case before she got over there.
That's true. Yeah. Okay.
The girl was 3 doors down.
But she probably, like, could she have gotten him? I guess if he was just shot, he probably could have like limped on over there with her if he was like still breathing. Cause I'm like, chemistry had to, from wherever he was, he had to get, there too.
But wait, I'm just thinking back with the abortion part. Just thinking back real quick. They got in the car. Remember they got in the car and she was like, don't tell nobody. And they
Yes!
took pinkies or whatever. Don't tell nobody what? If you having the baby. What happened?
That's what I don't know. Maybe don't tell nobody that I was about to have an abortion. Maybe that part.
I guess.
Like, now that I think about it, maybe that's what she means. Like, don't tell them that I was about to do this. Cause I was like, the chances for her to get pregnant was already slim. And then the fact that
Right.
so love of your life, I was like, dang, she really about to do that though.
And then chemistry right there. She was like, just hold my hand. And he went over there and held her hand. So I was like, that's it.
Yeah, she pulled the wool over our eyes a few times. Okay, we believed what was shown to us. At this point, we're trusting you, and we're like, okay, well, you telling it like it is, and so we took it. Yeah. I mean, still had a happy ending. Unfortunately, like he had missed a lot, but he was in a coma because she let him bleed out trying to be a doctor. She ain't no doctor. Um, so like he was weak and he had to build his strength up, and you know his the hit was put out on him from the organization, and he had to fake his death. I mean, and it is what it is. So I mean, they're all gonna go after them, but they have to go when she's ready. She was like a month out from her due date. And, you know, they living together and it seems like, okay, we're getting our, you know, happy ending, whatever. I mean, no, we did. Um, but she ended up like, I feel like it was the night after they have sex.
Yeah, and I thought she was saying that the baby was coming when she said baby 2 times, but he just went on in, so I guess that wasn't
But she went
it.
on and took it. She's like that. Um, but yeah, the baby came a month early, but he was 6 pounds, so that's good.
Hmm.
Um, and everything was smooth, you know. So I kind of missed the part because, you know, because I remember he asked about his dad and like whether or not he knew that, you know, he was dead. So he was like, so my dad thinks I'm dead. Like he still thinks I'm dead.
Yeah,
Um,
she said she went over there and told him. Yeah.
and so that was like one of the things where she kind of saw that he would probably like never really have peace if he didn't, you know, make
Hmm.
sure at least that his dad knew that he was alive.
Hmm.
Um, but she did contact daddy. She did tell him about the baby. I guess just not about his son. Oh,
Right.
I was like, oh, like when I saw that, I was like, oh shoot, like yeah. That was funny because, you know, I realized that she was still pissed at her brother, who's now uncle, chemistry,
Oh
because
yeah.
he came over there, like, during his run and knocked on the, well, rang the doorbell, but bringing a blanket that the mama said she was going to bring. She's like, why are you bring, like, she already said she's bringing from it. Like, you ain't doing nothing. Like, why are you here? She didn't want nothing to do with him. She was still mad. I'm like, let that go. I mean, no, but I get it. But
Your hormones are rising,
true.
risen like, when you're pregnant, and then come on, man, and you like my best friend, you not just my brother, and you lie to me like that. I
But
can't
it
just
was
get,
for good reason.
I just can't get over that.
You know, he said it had to be believable, you know, because if you ain't mourning, then, you know, somebody gonna know. Um, but yeah, it was a funny part because like he was not pathetic. It's not that. It was just like almost like begging, like, please, like, let me be with my nephew. Like, just let me, you know, he was trying and she was just milking it a little bit. She knows she forgive her brother. Um, but it was funny because he was like going back up. She was finna go back upstairs and stuff, and then the
Hmm.
bell rang again. And I'm like, who? You know, I kind of thought that was gonna happen, but I was like, that why would that happen? Like, why would her like the daddy be at the door? Because that in my mind
Right.
it didn't
Why?
make sense for him to be there.
Right.
Um,
Right.
but
But
it was
why not?
right.
Why not? Why not?
Just give us everything. Um,
Yes.
but he was there and he was just so excited to meet his grandbaby, you know, and she was like, should can I say something now or should I like, what? No, just, you know, what can you do? Just go ahead, take him up there. And he saw his, the way that boy woke up, he was like, daddy, like the way like, oh, that was such a good moment.
Completion, like, yeah, I
I
needed
love
that.
it.
I'm trying to
Um,
remember where I cried at.
you cried.
Not there.
You
Where I cried.
cried? What? Uh-oh,
Yeah.
Tanisha, she done cried too.
I did.
Oh, dang.
Hmm.
Oh, I cried when at the abortion part when he went and grabbed her hand and he kissed it 3 times and it was like his heart was breaking. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I was crying at.
Oh. Well, now you gotta say when you cried at then.
I cried there, and I cried when
He
he
died?
he died. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I was more pissed than crying. I wanted to hurt somebody. I literally walked in my daughter's room, and I was like, "Girl, she killed him." I was like that. I was mad. I was done. I didn't want to read anymore, and I was kind of mad at y'all, because I felt like somebody should have said
What?
something.
No, we got to save it. No, no. But
I know, but I'm just like, so
I wanted
nobody
to get
said
in there
nothing
and
at this
say some
point.
things.
Nobody just mentioned, oh my gosh, that did not just happen. Give me something. Like, I feel like I walked in there blind and alone, and
We all did,
nobody
We
Nina.
all
held my hand.
did.
And I felt abandoned, and I was just like walking around the house like, why would they not at least warn me?
Girl.
Yeah, that was bad. I was hurt, because yeah, like, why would you do that? Why would you do that to?
And then it just kept getting worse because it's like he dead. Now she about to kill the baby. Yeah, it was super sad. Excuse me. And I just, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Mm-hmm.
like, why you not following like the recipe of the other two books? Like, why we finna have this all horrible freaking ending when you gave us like a loving one in the last two? But it came back. It's just, goodness gracious.
Because I was accepting the death. I wasn't
It wasn't no choice.
expecting it, but I was accepting it after the long time. I'm like,
6 months.
at least she
Yeah.
did get the love, at least
She
for
got to
that little
experience it.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like we found
So,
out about him being alive and the baby being alive at the same time. He was like,
right.
I was like, what? She did, because yes. So the part in abortion, like, again, I put the phone down and I walked away, and I'm like, my daughter don't know nothing about what's happening, but I'm just going in like she done aborted the baby, like she. I felt, yeah, like,
Yeah.
these people ain't real, but it's still like
We felt lied to.
situations,
We
right?
felt lied to. That's what it
My
is.
feelings was like, bro, like, why would you hurt me? But then you came back like, no, I'm just playing. Don't do that.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she got us though, for real,
She did.
man. Dang, because
She
it's six
did.
months passed, and I'm like, dang, he really is dead. Like, I
It's
have to like accept it now.
Yeah.
He ain't coming back. That this is really happening. What the, like? That was hard. Um, Goodness. So yeah, they happy. It's the end. I think when it was before she had the baby, because I think when he first came back, she was asking him, like, was he serious about the question, that he was
Oh, yeah.
asking. Why would you shoot him when he did that? Like, you couldn't wait. Like, why would you, or do it before he picked up the paper? That was wrong.
That was the right moment.
Whatever. But yeah, and he was like, we ain't got to rush it or nothing like that. But yes, I still got the ring. Like, I'm still ready when you ready, because this is it. He already called her his wife, like, in his mind. Like, that was it. It was nothing else. But yeah, we got the happy ending. A stressful way to get there.
Very stressful. Very
Yeah.
stressful.
But,
Heart just racing.
right. Oh, she wrote it good. It's like, whatever, man. You can't be mad, but you can be mad. Like, whatever. What would be like the most like memorable scene, I guess, and not the detrimental ones, like a really good one, because for me it was just him confessing, like, to her, his love for her, and like, I don't care what we knew before, or like, that does not matter. All, like, it was like risking lives and all, like, we finna be together. That's it.
When they first had sex, and she bit him first or shot him first?
Shot him first.
Okay, yeah, all that. Mm-hmm.
That part.
Crazy.
That was crazy. They was crazy.
Y'all got some really good scenes. I'm like, ain't nothing better than top those two. I don't know. I guess find out, that he's not dead. That's.
Mm-hmm.
When she met the daddy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That was a good one. Good.
Because I would have been like, what am I supposed to say?
Right.
What's going on here?
They clicked, man, and they talked
Yeah,
about
they
it.
enjoyed each other.
And she couldn't, like, and it's funny because she wasn't prepped for it. but she knew
Right.
to answer all the questions. You know what I mean? Like she knew, okay, well, can't tell the man he an assassin because she was like saying it in her head, but like he works for, like he's an IT buyer, or he's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they really they did well together. They
Yeah.
belong together, and for her brother and Priest to be like, yeah, this is a good dude, for them to sign off. I guess they would all have to find love in the organization because who else would understand them, you know?
Right. Because right. Right.
Like it was, yeah, yeah.
Well, I don't know. Priest. I mean, not priest. What's
Chemistry.
they found? Got Egypt. She wasn't in it.
That's true.
She was looking for him. What you mean? She is in it.
She was. She's not in that lifestyle.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, but she knew of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like he ain't
Yeah.
had to tell her about himself.
Right,
She's been looking for him.
right.
That's true.
Oh man.
Man, they crazy, man. They got the baby up in there shooting.
Already.
Yeah, I mean, that was it. It
Yeah,
was
that
it
was
was
good.
really good. I mean, like you said, it was going good for a long time. So yeah, I guess she had a pilot in on the end and like just knock the wind out of us after we
I know. She say, "Oh, y'all been enjoying yourself. Let
right.
me drop this huge bomb. Yeah,
Even another one.
blow this up, all this up."
Right. But it was good. Like now, I don't know if I can believe it when I'm reading something and it's like, like I know we always waiting for that thing, but dang, dang. But yeah, it was really good, and I've enjoyed the series. I know there's another one. Um, I don't know how far it's gonna go because I mean, I guess she probably gonna go through all the sisters. 5 stars?
5 stars for me.
Yeah, 5 stars.
5 stars.
Um, yeah, that was very, very good. Grey Huffington does not disappoint. Like any book I've ever read from her, even when I read a short, like I'm like, how do you do that in such a short period of words? Like a short, like I don't know. She's the girl knows what she's doing. She's amazing. But so that was June's book of the month, book 3 of the Grey List, Rugger, and yeah, that's it. That's all we got. We out.
Yeah, go read it. It's really good.